Today, let's connect our mobile app with the API we created in the previous episode. So first of all, let me show you where this API is located. So if you go to the FIP Zaiste.net, you will find the API we developed in the previous episode. So let's see if it works. So if I do a simple GET request, I'm getting the Flutter in practice message. And if I do contacts, I'm getting the contacts. If I do the query, let's say I'm getting filtered query, and if I do this special query LE, I'm getting 2 seconds of delay. So it works as expected, and it's available everywhere, so you can use it as well if you haven't deployed your own code. So now, before we go into changing this app to use this API, let's do a small adjustment in the search. So now if I go to contacts, and if I do search, let's say LEN, I need to press search explicitly. So what I would like to have instead is to have the results appear while I type. So this is very easy in Flutter. If we go to the contact search, here we have two methods. The first one is build results and the second one is build suggestions. So build results is if you explicitly submit the query, and build suggestion is if when you are typing and the suggestions appear. So it's just a matter of taking this whole code over here and pasting it here, like so. So now if I go to the search and I type len, it displays those results as I type. To simulate another scenario, I will remove this check over here, so that whenever you are typing something, even if it's less than 3 letters, we will execute a query. So now if I type a letter, there is a query being sent to the API, and if I add another letter, etc. Even if I write fast, all my typings are being sent to the API as separate requests. For now, it doesn't work yet because we haven't connected with this endpoint. So let's do that now. So what I need to do, I need to go to the contact service. And here we defined the URL. And we just need to replace it with the one I deployed. As we have only one route, we can just add contacts here for simplicity. So now we need to adapt the get method. So instead of doing just the URL, we need to do URL and then question mark and our query, which comes from the filter parameter, like that. And because querying and the filtering is being done on the server, we can now remove this part, because all the, let's say, heavy lifting is being done on the server. So our application can be now simpler, because we don't need to do this filtering over here in the contact service. So we can just remove it, because whatever we are getting from this request, it's already filtered based on the filter parameter. Okay, so let's see if it works. So let me go here. And before we test that, let's open another window. And in this window, I'm connected to the API, to the remote API. And now if everything works, whenever I type in the search box, should appear in the terminal. So now if I type L, I'm getting L on the back end, E, M, M, and whenever I type, as you can see, every letter generates a request. So there's like plenty of requests over here, which isn't really that needed because user is always interested in the last letter, we could say, because it's the moment when the whole query, the whole word, part of the word is being constructed. So we will improve that in the next episode. So that's all for today, and see you in the next episode.